everyone! In today's video, I'm going to share with you a quick and easy way to make additional matte layers for all those My Timeless templates that you may have purchased. As you know, many of our My Timeless templates come with a decorative layer already for you to print, especially for around those difficult angles. And now I'm going to share with you a tip on how you can get additional matte layers so that you can layer up to 2 or 3 times if you like on all of our boxes. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you give it a try, let me know. It should be really easy, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your projects. Today's project features the template Ready, Set, Wrap. Really cute, really easy. So I hope you like it. Let's get started. So now I'm going to show you how, with just a few simple tools, you can make additional decorative matte layers for all of your My Timeless templates. Today's project, I'm using a decorative layer from our newest template called Ready, Set, Wrap. Now, I already printed and cut the decorative mat for my project. This is almost amethyst. And in addition to that, I've printed and cut an actual template. Now, I always keep these templates on hand for when I'm doing more mats in the future. And your template is a piece of cardstock that you don't care if it gets written on or cut into. You then want to take that template and make another one on the decorative piece that you will want to mat onto your decorative layer. Now, we're going to go from this, which fits perfectly, it's the same size as our actual template layer, to this, a perfect matte piece. Now, using this technique, you could even do another layer if you like. We'll set this aside and we'll get started. Now, you always want to work from the back of your template. So I'll turn this over, and what I'm going to be doing is, by having a ruler, I'm going to take the very edge of my template and line it up with the 0. Now, my goal is to have an 1/8 inch border around my entire piece. So I would then take my template and line that up to the 1/8 inch. Now, because these edges are flat, it will allow me to get the perfect curve on both ends of my template. Now, to get this effect, you can use a marker and then cut with your scissors, or waive the additional cutting and just do it once with your hobby blade. Whatever is easiest for you. So to get started, I'm going to clear off my craft mat. And I like to put a little bit of ATG adhesive directly on my Score Pal mat, and I lay my ruler down and I stick it. This will help it from moving too much, and so I'm not fumbling around trying to hold it and worry about things slipping, because I do want my edges to be straight. And after, I just take an adhesive eraser and I erase it right off. So again, with your decorative layer face down, I'm going to put the edge to the 0. I'm then going to take my template and I'm going to line it up at the 1/8 inch mark. Now, as you can see, it gives me a perfectly even edge. My ruler's straight. I am holding it a little bit, but I don't have to worry too much. And I'm going to use my finger craft knife for one side, and then I'll proceed to use my pen and marker on the other side. So I'm going against the edge of my template for that line, and I'm pressing down firmly. You want to always support the edge you're cutting against so your craft knife doesn't slip underneath, and we'll see how that worked. Oh, I have one little edge right here. Just go back over it and remove. Now for the other side, I'm going to go down, the 12-inch side, so I'm going to move this, stick it back down. The grid on this score mat really helps me make sure that everything is aligned. So I'm going to go on the 12-inch side because we are on the other side. I'm going to line it up. This mark the end to the 12-inch, and then this side will be on an 1/8 inch mark. Now, as you can see, I push it firmly against my ruler, which is taped down, so I don't have to fuss too much with it. And I'm going to then take my marker or pen And once I make sure that this is straight against my ruler, I will cut. There we go. So I'm tracing. And again, always support the edge. As you can see, I have my line drawn. I'm then going to take my scissors and cut. Now, if I have any marker left, it's going to get adhered to the back. Now, you might want to take your sanding block and smooth it. Now, we're not done, because if I were to leave it like this, I would only have my mat on either side. So what you now need to do is remove your ruler and everything else and go into your paper cutter, and you want to cut 1/8 of an inch off either side. Now it's important to do 1/8 inch on either side, because if I were to just lop off 1/4 inch from one side or the other, the curves then wouldn't allow me. So say I took 1/4 inch off the bottom. This is what I would, end up with. It would be either like this or like this. My curves just wouldn't match up. So 1/8 of an inch off here and 1/8 of an inch off there. Now we do have curves, so we want to make sure that the end is lined up with one of the lines on our paper cutter. So I'm putting this to the 1/8 inch, and then I just trim it off, and then I turn it to the other side. Make sure it's straight. And I take 1/8 inch off there. And again, if you need to sand a little bit, layer it onto my decorative mat, and now we have an additional mat layer.